they will not be able to recoup their money that was advanced in this. Not in the way they think. We believe in the bailout. 100% for the bailout. 100%. As long as the lenders give you your property at the appraised value, under a fixed rate term, that you can now afford it, give them the money. We want them to have the money. Because it's only paying them back. But right now, it's like we're fortifying the lender. The more money we're giving these lenders, they're shutting down negotiations. They don't want to deal with you. Now they're saying, oh, sorry, we're not participating in the bailout. We're not doing principal reductions. We're not going to do anything for the consumer. That's where I have a problem. When you're getting money like that from the government, indeed to help the consumer, but the consumers are being turned down or turned away. On the paper that I had you pull out, this young lady is a single mom. Christina came to me about a year ago and told me that she just wanted to keep her home. She was working 2 jobs, and to please help her keep her home. Now that's my commitment to everyone that I see, first of all, is to help you keep your home. And if you have more than one home, we're committed to trying to help you keep those homes also. In this deal, if you look at the first date, on January 16, 2009, this young lady came into my office crying with her notice of default and intent to accelerate. Now, when you see a notice of default and intent to accelerate, the first thing you know is the lender's getting ready to do a foreclosure on you. And you've missed more than your months are due because now you are delinquent. Okay? What we did was got back into touch with the lender immediately to let the lender know that they were supposed to be working with us on behalf of this client as per our president back then, who was President Bush. The lender accepted our package. Our package included an appraisal, which is on the back of this. The appraised value was $130,000 as of December. Now, if you go back to the front, you'll see the letter that came with her offer to package. This letter went over what this client owed the bank. This client owed the bank $229,600 that they borrowed August 15th of 2006. Okay? First thing is an elimination process. If she borrowed this money in 2006, I know it was a loan that she shouldn't have had. So that was another issue. Okay? In 2006, from that point to then, she had a 7.73 interest rate. Her payment was $14.64 a month. She escrowed her taxes and insurance, so she was paying the lender $1,667.52. Now the lender wanted delinquency payments. Have anyone yet got a paper that said that the lender want their delinquency amount? Okay. The delinquency amount is anything you owe the lender they deem that you owe them for being late. Hers was over $5,000. Her new total that she was going to owe the bank was $234,000. You turn the page back over again, $234,000 and the property is $130,000. In the next page, you're going to see the offer to modify. In the offer to modify, they've dropped her payments down to $855.49 because they've also given her a principal reduction down to $123,018. So now this young lady has about $7,000 worth of equity, where she was upside down in her property. This is also, which I didn't mark, right underneath the $855, it'll show you it's on a 30-year fixed. So taking her payment from $1,600 down to $855 with escrows, she can now afford to keep her home. She's not afraid anymore of losing it. Okay? So that's the intention for every single one. Are the lenders fighting with us? Yes, the lenders are fighting with us. Can we stand the lenders fighting with us? Of course. Can you?
Yeah.
The lenders call you consistently.
Yes.
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 The lenders tell me they want me to make my payment.
Yes.
The lender says they want to work with me.
Yes.
The lender says that the lender says you don't need to work with anyone else. We're the one who's going to help you.
Right.
Yeah. Don't pay anyone else to help you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand that the lenders say they're not going to be statutory nor incestuous towards each other? It only leaves you. And anyone that is someone who has abused you, you're not to go back to them. We're going through an abuse situation in our country right now. We won't mention their names. But we don't want anyone abusing us. Okay? When you pick the phone up and the lender tells you you have too much, when you pick the phone up and the lender tells you your food bills are too high, maybe you should sell your property because you can't afford it. That means the lender is not looking at the state appraised value. The lender is not looking at reality. They're looking at what they think reality is. Reality is your house is not worth what the lender says it is, so why are you making that payment? Can anyone give me a logical reason why you're making your payment if your home is not worth its value? And do you and if we have elitists in this room, anyone who is an elitist? We have anyone still making their payment in this room? There the elitists are. Who am I again? That's the elitist. And I'll tell you why you're considered an elitist. You haven't figured out yet that the lender is going to be 100% correct whenever he tells you he can't help you unless you are delinquent. Now let me tell you something on that piece of paper that's going to hopefully give you a little peace of mind on that. I say comply with what the lender is saying and let us fight with the lender to restore your credit. Let us fight with the lender to receive your 0 waivers of fees. Because this young lady complied for over a year. And at the top part, you'll see that the lender charged her $0 for her escrows, $0 for her insurance, $0 for advancing HOAs, $0 for any penalties. I sent the president a letter and said, send Litton a check. This lender deserves a check from the government. Because they did it right. They gave this client a perfect opportunity. And that's what we want for every single one. Just a perfect opportunity. And do we stop? We do not stop. If you don't like your modification, let's go over the costs. If you have one home to start our process and to get us to the verbal, it's going to cost you $795, and it's going to cost you an appraisal. Okay? If you have more than one home, but up to 6 homes, it's going to cost you $1,095. If you have more than 6 homes, it's going to cost you $2,000. Does everyone understand the cost thus far?
That's to get started.
Yeah. That part takes you from us getting all your information in to where we go to the lender and we say, we would like to present to you Ms. Smith, who was deceived by your bank, and here's her copy of her appraisal, and here's proof that she can afford her house. Oh, and here's further proof of deception. One of your realtors called and told her where the key was. She never attended the closing. Oh, you don't want to face those deceptive charges? Then this is what we're asking for. Oh, it's not actually Ms. Smith that owns the house. It's Mr. Jones, her brother. Her brother had better credit. You dropped Ms. Smith off of the loan. So now the brother is a straw buyer.